Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Live chat. Boom. Am I really live with that? This is a chart I'm going to show. Oh, I got to turn down the volume on that. Default workspace. There we go. There's NVIDIA. I was doing a chart for a friend. And by the way, that is, if you, morning, Joe. Morning, Reed. If you have not seen this, Zuck and Elon cage match. It is what Twitter is all about today. Cage match. Morning, Nevin. G Money here. I almost had to go to the airport to pick up my friend. She did not realize that the guy who, by the way, hit the thumbs up button. The guy who bought her a ticket to fly to Tampa today bought the ticket from Tampa to Atlanta, not Atlanta to Tampa. So, morning, Sherry. Yeah. If you haven't seen it and you'd like to watch it, I don't talk about politics too much on this one. But I posted, I guess I didn't retweet it because it's and let me look at it real quick. I have not been a Gavin Newsom fan. And I will tell you, I will retweet this because I am not a Hannity fan. I think Hannity is all about who's good for Hannity, not good for the country, blah, blah, blah. He's very mindset focused, and I have not been a Gavin Newsom fan. But I got to tell you, this one right here, if you want to watch it, I will tweet it out here. Hey, Mickey. I know Mickey. Good morning. The puppies are up and down the nannies here. It's an interesting one if you want to watch it. I kind of enjoyed it. I got to be honest. I think I'm way more impressed with Gavin Newsom, how he responds to Hannity, than Joe Biden would be. And I'm way more impressed with how Gavin Newsom responded to Sean Hannity than Donald Trump or DeSantis would respond to a CNN reporter. Much more impressed. I think he did it very well. I mean, I think he handled himself well. Boeing down 2% because that supplier. And Joe, that supplier said there's a halt in that part, I guess, because their machinists are going on strike. Opportunity, I think it is 205. Like I said, Boeing under 200. I think Boeing under 200 is a good one. I got some Kramer stuff today. I got some Target, some Bud, some NVDS. Maybe buy NVDS. That may be my buy today, by the way. NVDS, the short on NVIDIA. If you haven't been here, I bought Hibbs on Tuesday. I bought PayPal yesterday. And none of this small boy stuff. We've gone in, full four figures, not like, lunch money on both of them. 100 shares of PayPal yesterday. So read the newsletter. Okay, I got to do scans. And this was, by the way, what you're seeing right now on the screen. And I got to go, maybe I'll go big cam. I got to do this. I don't think my Active Trader Pro is working. We'll look at it a little bit, but I think it's stuck. I don't think it's giving live updates. Let's see. We're at 8:49, and the time is 8:49:37. So it may be updating. Let's look at something a little bit more. We'll go NVIDIA, and then we'll go 1 minute. And we'll look to see if this is updating. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, it is updating. Okay. Let me go to the big cam. We're going to go big cam Safari. So what you're seeing is TrendSpider here. Yeah, Boeing's getting bled dry, but this is NVIDIA. So I had a friend who texted me yesterday that one of her friends works for NVIDIA and has worked for NVIDIA for just over a year now. Was given RSUs, restricted stock units, at a price, and that price 1 year ago. If we go back 1 year ago on NVIDIA, let's see, June 22nd. Did I update the title of this one? June 22nd. There we are. I guess it was signing time or the low in the last year or something. Essentially, this employee gets to buy RSUs, and it's 100,000 shares. I think it's 100,000 shares. No, maybe it's $100,000 worth. I don't know. Either way, gets to buy at 118, which you give me an opportunity to buy NVIDIA at 118 right now and be able to sell it for 4 times my money, I'm in. Absolutely, I'm in. And I'm going to show you this chart. I went on Seeking Alpha, and I went on this. This is and I downloaded this. This will be in the newsletter. Morning, Scott from Cali. Yeah, Tesla Drive. I think you posted the Tesla Drive in the Facebook group. But this is PE. This is not percentage gain. Seeking Alpha allows you to select metrics as well. This is PE of each company. So what I want you to see is how far NVIDIA is up. People complain about the PE of Tesla being too much. Look at the PE of NVIDIA. That's what I want to show you. And maybe you can't see it. Let's go small cam. There we go. Now you can see it. See NVIDIA right there? It's a bit extended. So like I said, I think you can wait for NVIDIA to get under 400. If you want to buy NVIDIA short, and you want to dare the bulls, NVDS doesn't have confirmation on the 4-hour. Let's see about the 65-minute. 829. Now, TrendSpider had a great update to their what they call the strategy tester. I call it the algorithm. So, but the 65-minute is outlined on my YouTube channel. It's a great. Essentially, the 65-minute is just, hey, buy it when it goes over the 8-day EMA, sell it when it goes under the 8-day EMA. Simple, super simple strategy. Read, there is here. Let me. So if you go to Linktree, I'll log in and show you my Linktree. There's a link below for Linktree. Oh, come on. Here is the Linktree. Let's preview this. How do I get to appearance analytics? So this would be your Linktree. Copy. And I'm going to paste it in here. Link tree daily stock pick. This is the link tree right here. Okay. Up here at the top, you will see that logo right there, Facebook, takes you right to it, Reed. You'll be able to join. You have to answer who's the host of the Daily Stock Pick podcast. It's Bozo or Gary. I think those are the two answers I allowed. Rule number 1 of the podcast, don't listen to a douche on the internet. Rule number 2 is do not listen to Jim Cramer. So do not answer Jim Cramer because the guy's a douche. But if I go back to this and I go back to the 4-hour and we look at this one, NVDS, it doesn't have confirmation right now, but NVIDIA, this bar right here, that bar is around 367. That is the absolute support. If we were to get under there, your boy here who bought at around 299, I think 294, somewhere in that neighborhood, your boy would be pulling out because that's the support level. Outside of that, you do not have support. You are building here. If we pull this back to the last time the algorithm told us to buy, okay? There are the volume levels, and your volume level up here has not been pierced. If you go to 392, it could be pierced. Yeah, if you get down here, you're going down to 320. So 420 is good. 320 is not. I listen. This is an easy. This is like shooting fish in a barrel. This one's not tough at all. NVIDIA, again, I compared this PE. I'll put this in the newsletter. If you want to sign up for the newsletter, you know where the newsletter is? It's down here in the link tree. And I have the link tree right there. I'll pin this. Pin message. Okay. Up top is the link tree. Simple. Go there. This is TrendSpider that you're seeing. This is, I have my algorithm that shows you the ins and entries and exits for every stock. If you sign up, I provide you the algorithm, the 65-minute, and the 4-hour. So if you want to see the 65-minute and you want to set it up on TradingView or any of the other platforms that are free, absolutely. It's super easy. You're on YouTube. Larry, on my YouTube, the front page has how to become a better. Here, I'll show you. I think it's around minute 30. I don't know if it's chaptered or not, but let's see. Your channel, boom, 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 boom. Right here, this video. No, I'm sorry. It's the front video. It would be right here if I wasn't live. So when I'm not live, it's how to become a TrendSpider. Let's see. It's this. How to set up TrendSpider to make you a better trader investor. I'll put it here. I think it's around minute 30. You can see the algorithm set up. It's by David Yoakum. He's fantastic. This is how to use the market scanner and algorithm to find trading opportunities. I need to do an updated version of this because the scanner, it's really good. But and I'll do an analysis, more analysis. One of the suggestions was to do an analysis of some individual stocks. So that's Nevin. It's exactly why I do it. Larry joined, and I said, hey, let's start the Impractical Joker thing. Larry! When Joe yells it. Morning, Chris. Morning, everybody. Boy, we got a good group in here. Hey, by the way, since you're here, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed. This kind of fun shit goes on every day here. Brokerage holdings, core investments. I've got all kinds of groupings of stocks. And so far, there's nothing. And what I want to show you is, Venom or Viper. An energy name other than PXD gets a cross up. And again, it's been beaten down. You got a gap. This might be my buy today. Because here, we talk about PXD a lot. Viper is kind of similar. Not quite. But T-Drift, Tesla Drift. I think I have a note downgraded by Adam Jonas, who is the biggest Tesla bull. Adam Jonas is unbelievably a Tesla bull. He downgraded it. Says it's run too much. So what do I think of Tesla today? I think you should buy TSLQ, but I'll go in and I'll look at those charts, T-Drift. Make sure you subscribe to both this and the newsletter. I may provide some good charts in the newsletter for that one. Because TSLQ is a good way to play when it goes down. And it absolutely has just run too much. Right now it's at, Tesla is at 251. I thought 260 was stretched. I said with Mary yesterday, I said 1270 was the place to sell. I was right on that one. I think Tesla, I think I told one of my friends, absolutely sell at 260. I was right on that one. And I should have bought TSLQ. So this is the same. I bought HIBS. And what I wanted to show you was, this is what's interesting. So I bought HIBS. I looked at the SPSX. And this is the short of the S&P, SPXS. So HIBS is actually underperforming. Year to date, 1 year, every chart that I saw. Oh, come on. S. It's essentially the same. Direxon, daily, S&P, high beta bear. So, but SPXS is actually the short, overperforming HIBS. So HIBS is down. I don't know if that means it's coming back or if it's less efficient. But SDSS, which is the ultra short S&P 500, again. I mean, all of these, what's interesting is all of these, SPXU, it's all indicating a cross up. So, SFTBY. What the hell is, SoftBank. I think this one, yeah. I think this is not one that trades. Yeah, it doesn't trade here in the US, so Chris, typically I'm easier than that. Call me a simpleton. But SoftBank, I'm not. I like to make things super simple. I'm the dummy. Ooh. Jaguar. Chris, that's awesome. If I were in, I'd go there. Okay, nothing in the low-cost ETFs, low-cost Vanguard ETFs. Let's look at spider sectors. Any sectors cross up yesterday? Eric, what's up? E-money. E-money. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, completely agree, Chris. ARM is the only reason to have it. But, I mean, who's to say China doesn't F that one up again? You know, buy BABA. CDNA. This is all ARC stuff. I don't know if it's gone 24/7 yet. I know they want to. Essentially, what they've done is they've created their own market. And so they will hold enough stock so that people can trade it after hours. And so it's a private, quote unquote, marketplace where they allow you to trade it. So I don't know that price is affected by it yet because the volume is incredibly small. But as other brokerage houses have to kind of fall in line and step in suit. I mean, let's be honest. Robinhood led retail trading. We wouldn't have free trades if it wasn't for Robinhood. You'd still be paying $9.99 or $4.99 like E-Trade. But Robinhood allowed us to do that. So there might be some other energy names, by the way, that we can trade. Let's see if energy. Let's see. Energy. Just looking at it. I mean, this looks like the juiciest, to be honest. If we go back to a weekly on this one, has it pulled it back to the 200-day? I mean, that 200-day is pretty strong right there at 21. It's not crazy to think that you might get back to there. But from a 4-hour standpoint, this is what I want to show you, and this is what I was trying to show everybody yesterday. Is this 65-minute scanner that I have. You have not. I haven't started the podcast yet. I did give a little hint. Here's Meta. So this is what I wanted to show you is this scan right here, and I include this if you sign up for TrendSpider, is to try and find out which of the core portfolio that I have is in a buy in the 65-minute. And Uber's interesting, man. Uber, UNH, I mean, I hope you got UNH. It's going to fill the gap. You're going up to $4.90. If you want free money, $13 a share, go and get, United Health Group. It's not a great percentage, but you know what? Even if it continues to go down or goes down a little bit, you're still in a good position. Because if we go to weekly, I mean, this is a $500 stock. In a healthy market, this is a $500 stock. Look at the capitulation it put up here above 500. If we go back to, this is a weekly, so if we go back to COVID and we look at a volume shelf level, look, you're between 474 and 501. That's where your volume level is. When you break down below this, you buy it because most people are holding it higher. Not everybody, even if everybody sold down here, you wouldn't have selling pressure. They're just taking profits. The people up here are holding it. So that's the way you use volume shelves. But Target in a 65-minute buy. Look at that one. If we go to a weekly on Target, it's been horrible. It's under its 200-day target. There's no amount of Karens that are going to pull this down further. So Target's going to pull itself down further by having inventory problems, by having management problems, all that stuff. So we got 3 stocks on the scan list today. But I did want to show this one because it showed, this is a great tool. I mean, yesterday when I was trading, I went into this one. I said, okay, what's in the core portfolio? I went to look at, energy names that we trade. Let's look at what's on the 65-minute to see where these names are. Because I have a group of energy names that I trade. And you can clearly see it. But I think. think my Active Trader Pro may have crapped out a little bit, but even TrendSpider's crapping out. Man, this computer, I gotta tell you, I'm getting close to pulling the trigger on a new Apple product. Look at this. FCNA, First Citizens Bank. A regional bank putting in April 5th upgrade 1206. It's trading at, holy shit, 1252. That's 1,252. But here's the buys. So he bought 3,700, sold 3,700 shares, and then bought 3,700 shares. Boy, that's weird. Okay. I don't think that's it. I think this is an accounting issue. I don't think. Let's see. Bull of the day. Yeah. It's a bull of the day. I mean, here we go. This is 6% off its 52-week high. Year to date, this one's up 65%. Whew. Wow. That's crazy. And by the way, if you're wondering, this is FinViz. If you're not using FinViz, you're out of your freaking mind, first off. It is free, absolutely 100% free. There is no reason to not do this. Here's your latest insider buys. They're small money. This tells you crude oil, natural gas, gold. This tells you Forex, if you trade Forex. This tells you the top ticker symbols with insider buys. This tells you earnings release. We had KB Homes yesterday. Today we have Accenture, we have Darden Restaurants, we have FactSet Data, we have Commercial Metals, blah, blah, blah. Earnings, whispers.com has all this stuff. We have Smith & Wesson brand on after the bell. We have Beyond Air, Capstone Green Energy Corporation. Tomorrow we have CarMax, which could be a pretty good one. And then 26th, we have Carnival, which will be an interesting one because this is one Carnival that year to date has just gone crazy. I mean, look at that move. It's just since April that this one has gone nuts. And, you know, hey, their debt be done. Let's put, who's banging on a Carnival cruise? If the boat is rocking, don't come knocking. Pull it back here, and you don't have a lot of volume support up there. Your majority of your volume support is down here at 10. So in my mind, even though that 50 days moving up, the 200 days moving up, the 9 and the 21 are coming over, I think that gap is in danger, and I think that gap's in danger. So let's see the strategy tester. The 4-hour. Let's run this one. You've been in this since $9.52. You've almost doubled your money. And ironically, that $9.52 is right where that volume support, I should say, is. Yeah. So this has been a good one. But, I mean, even better if you got in here October of last year at $7. You've over doubled your money in less than a year. That's just crazy. I mean, NVIDIA is kind of the same thing, you know. I got to find one to buy today. Okay. I'm going to start the podcast now. It's what? 9:15. It's a little later. Let me look at what's our girl Mara doing today. Mara in pre-market is up 0.41. It's at 1227. Told you yesterday, 1270 I thought was the top. Let's see it on the 65 minute, since a lot of people day trade this one. SMMT was the next one that I was going into, Sherry. In the 65 minute, you're still in. I mean, I do think, since we saw a red candle in the afternoon on this one, 1175, I think if this breaks 12 today, I think you head for the exits. I don't think it will, but if it does, take some profits. Don't be a hero. Don't YOLO. Here's the killer. The 65-minute algo. Oh, they're over 8 months. And remember, I had a $10 price target on this, where buy under 10, sell over 10. But the 65-minute algo, which is public, it's out there. It's just an 8-day EMA. That's all it is on a 65-minute candle. Now, does your charting program do 65-minute candles? If not, get TrendSpider. Why are you with somebody else? But here's what it is. Over 8 months, 90 positions. So you can set up text alerts on Mara, and you can get it 90 positions. Mara is so volatile that you make 163%. 163%. Not only do you double your money, you almost 4 times your money at 163%. 163%. You know what the asset, if you had bought it just 8 months ago, you'd get 15%. Are you upset with 15%? No. But if I can trade in and out of something super volatile, am I happier with 163%? Absolutely. Absolutely. You don't see me doing this stuff, but all you degenerates out there who love this crap, that's who this stuff is for. So you can use TrendSpider for your degenerate GameStop, your degenerate AMC. You can use it for all of that stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Miss Mickey. Yeah. Mickey owes me a tip for Mara. She's told me that. You owe me a tip for Mara. She says I'm a genius. By the way, speaking of genius, I will say this. Hit the thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. Your boy just got monetized last night on YouTube. So, time for celebration. Because you're going to start seeing ads. You're going to start seeing some stuff on the channel. Yeah, I can finally monetize that crap. So, yeah, I got the invitation last night. Takes 2 to 3 weeks. But I did get monetized. So, there's a... and I'll go into this. I'll do a video about kind of the way I make money on this. It's not from you guys. The tips, fantastic. You know, the reason to give me a tip is not to support me, not to make my lifestyle any different. The reason to give me a tip is to let me know that you made money. Give me $1. A gift. Oh yeah. I had this discussion with Miss Mickey. It's called a gift. The reason it's called a gift is the IRS has a difference between income and gift. So, if you gift me more than $50,000 in a year, I got to pay taxes on it. But if you make enough money that you're going to quote unquote tip me $50,000, it's called a gift. First off, I am super happy. Second off, you would absolutely beat the record. I think the record tip is somewhere close to $1,000. But I don't care if it's $1. I don't care if it's $2. I don't care if it's $5. I don't care if it's $20. I don't care if it's $900. I don't care if it's $1,000. I don't care. What makes me happy is when you tip me, I know you made money, and I know you're putting in the system. And again, we all have different systems. If you're here for me to just tell you when to buy and when to sell, that's not the goal. My goal is to teach you to develop your own system that you're comfortable with. Your boy doesn't trade Mara. Your boy may trade Mara at one point in time, but right now I don't trade Mara. I am not in. Your boy doesn't have Tesla. I am a Tesla owner. I don't have Tesla. The stock I regret selling out. Where did I sell out on Tesla? And just so you know, the 65 minute on Tesla, just on Tesla, the 65 minute, which has you out right now, by the way, which is another good indication. But the 65 minute over 8 months makes you 76% versus just the asset buying 8 months ago, you'd make 26%. So I don't condone getting in and out of Tesla because I've lost a lot of opportunistic money that way. But yeah, I mean, again, if you're a degenerate and you want to save your capital, Tesla, get TrendSpider with the 8. If your charting program doesn't allow, and there was a subscriber that messaged me last night that they couldn't figure out how to get an 8-day EMA on TradingView. I don't know TradingView. I ain't going to help you on TradingView. I can get it on here on TrendSpider. You know how I get it? Here. We will get rid of, we're going to get rid of the 21 and the 9-day, and I'm going to put in my 8-day. That's the 8-day EMA. It's as simple as that. TrendSpider's $400. If you're trading any kind of portfolio, it's absolutely worth it because it's as simple as that. I mean, it's super easy. So, Brandon asked me yesterday, hey, how do you get those cool gap, gap things? That's a gap right there. Well, it's called a gap snake. Does TradingView have that? I don't know. I don't even know how to set it up, but you know what you do? You just go up into indicators and set it up. I am not an expert on TrendSpider. I play one on TV, and I stayed at a Holiday Inn last night for all you old timers. But Tesla's turning over. I talk about it a lot with that button hook. So there's your bonus Gary from today. And now let's go to SPY. Let me just make sure this chart's still up. Yeah, I have the chart downloaded. I'm going to include it in the newsletter. If you're not subscribed to the newsletter here, there's a pinned link up top. And all of your socials are right here. You can get it to all my socials. TrendSpider, if you want 25% off, it's right there. If you want $20 off your first month of phone service through Visible, I mean, Visible is amazing. Your boy here has Visible. First month is $5. So change your phone service. It's super simple. I mean, get the eSIM. Super, super easy. There's the link to YouTube, link to Spotify. There's the newsletter right there. What is it? The 5th one down. And there's the gifts. Gift me with Venmo. Gift me with PayPal. Gift me with Cash App. If you have another one, I mean, you can gift me with anything. Maybe I'll put Zelle in there too. I have Zelle, but usually between those three, somebody has one of the three. And if you don't, then, you can go over to Substack, the newsletter. We'll go to the newsletter here. If you go to the newsletter and you basically become a paid, let me see, I think there's a paid link about, I think when you hit subscribe, you can become a supporter there. $7 a month or $70 a year. I'm going to provide some type of paid content at some point in time. And it'll be worth it. I'm telling you, it'll be worth it. My goal is to make sure that those people that paid for the year and the monthly ones get at least $7 a month worth of actual benefit out of it. It's $7 a month. I mean, yeah. Okay. I am going to go into, let's look at, I wanted to go into Twitter. That tweet right there. I retweeted it. Yeah. Okay, we got that. Oh, let's look at SMMT. Let's look at it in the 65 minute. On the 4 hour, you're still in. I mean, $1.69. You're at $2.80. There's a gap up here all the way to 358. And that volume shelf is fairly good up there in that gap. Let's pull this forward towards the highs just to make sure. See, most of the people holding. So if you go back to the bottom gap and you pull the volume shelf back to that bottom gap where it gapped up, right here it's called FOMO. That's where a lot of probably retail traders are holding. The 500 million buy-in was down here at about $1.50. And you can see, if we just pull this back, oh, come on back. Okay, our volume, that's where our volume level is. And you can see right here between 145 and 175, there's a pretty big volume shelf. But you know where the bigger volume shelf is? Up here. That's going to be used as kind of a resistance level because here's the mentality of traders. And it's not big money, but I can tell you, this is a bunch of traders who said, ooh, we're going for a run. Ooh, it pulled back. I'm going to buy in. And then it gapped down. And then they lost 7 cents a share. And then they lost $1.41 per share. And for the people that had the intestinal fortitude and the testicles to actually go in at $1.69, you're being rewarded. But I do think that you get up to this 360 level, maybe 350, and I think you hit a resistance level. It's running right now, but I do think if you get to that level, I know Sherry's going to listen to me. If you get to that level, start to think about maybe getting out a little. Here's the look at this. You get out with a 21% gain. June 13th to June 21st, what, 8 days? You made nice 21%. Got you back in at $2.49. You're at $2.80. Still got confirmation. We talk about confirmation all the time. There's a podcast all about confirmation. Confirmation is, I use above that 9-day. Even though this is an 8-day EMA, that 9 days, that green line, it's got confirmation. So Sherry's pounding the table on this one. Sherry, if you get to $3.50, I don't care if you see this one going to $5. You don't YOLO. Take some profits and buy back in at 2. There's your VWAP right there at 249. That right now would be where I would say support level lies. Your volume weighted average price. So, and that's just back to the gap there. Let's go look at some SPY. Yeah, see that button hook right there? See that button hook? The 4 hour still doesn't have you out. So the 4 hour algorithm is proprietary. And it does have some moving averages in it. So it's based on a MACD strategy, but it's got some moving averages in it. You can see that MACD cross down under that signal line. We've got some gaps to fill back here that are still over 4,000, but way back. In my mind, let's see where I would pull this volume on SPY. If you're trying to trade some options on SPY, I would probably pull this to this double top right here. The beginning of that double top. And you can clearly see we're not getting a lot of volume here. You've got a lot of volume here down at around the 410, 412 level. But you don't have a lot of volume up here per se. This is where most people are holding, and they're not selling out. As this shrinks, does this 428, 426 level actually become more of a support level? And people start, start moving in there because we start moving down. Because these people want to sell at 413. When you start to see this turnover, they want to sell. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to do the podcast now. Where's my garage band? My garage band. I don't know. Is my active trader pro's working? NVIDIA is down at 422. Shit, maybe I want to buy NVDS now. Hold on. Oh, I don't have after hours on this one. Hold on. Let's see. NVDS is up 2% in pre-market. It is trading at 849. So that right now would be around here, which puts you over the 9-day. Right on the 9-day. Not over it, but let's go to the 65-minute. 429 is the buy-in. And where's NVIDIA trading at? 422. You still don't have a button hook on NVIDIA, though. Not a complete one. No, that one's not going to work for me today. I thought that was the one that I was going to buy, but you know what it may? I mean, listen, Bitcoin's at 30,000. We just opened up. There we go. New candle. 423, and all of a sudden it starts going. Let's see. NVDS is at 845. VWAP is at 841, so it's trading above its VWAP. Okay, don't touch. Let's do this for you before I start this podcast. It's rainy today, so SOFI. SOFI. Let me see. I have to. Okay. Set a calendar appointment for 2:30 to drive Arpita to the airport.
Drive Arpita to the airport is scheduled for 2:30 p.m.
Boom. Sorry. BAC. Oh, I love BAC. I own BAC. I own a bunch of BAC. Under 30. BAC. Ed, under 30. Hibbs at 411. We've done well. So SOFI. Let's look at SOFI. Here's that button hook. So don't touch. I love the name. Don't touch. Yeah, you listen. If you took profits at $7.50, kudos. If you took losses at $75.50, that's a different story. I think this one's kind of putting in its. You see that 9-day and the 21-day moving positive. This golden cross, where the 50-day crosses the 200-day, is pretty strong with SOFI historically when I looked at it last time. See how it crossed up here? It's got the same kind of thing. Right here, it put in a new high. Right here, it put in a new high. So I think you're going to see this kind of trajectory right now with SOFI. I don't think it's going to be this dramatic because you've got student loan payments coming back. So I think in my mind, if I were to look at, let me pull this back here. I think there's a volume shelf right here at 779. If you wanted to get back in at SOFI, I would think anything under $8.50, since it's kind of putting in that straight platform right there. I think $8.50 isn't a bad one on SOFI. Now it's trading right there right now. Let's look at the PE. The forward PE is 375. It's expensive. This is a fintech. Piper Sandler, overweight. They moved it to $8. The average price target is $8.32. You are trading above that. So you've got to believe that the hype is going to move this one back up and that the payments are going to move this back up. In my mind, I think, if you buy this one for the long term, I think you're looking at a $12 stock. If you're buying this for the short term, then I think you hold off. Don't buy it. I think for the short term, it's just too volatile right now. That run up right there tells me that we're going to make higher highs, but I think we're just, kind of shaking things out right now. That MACD moved right down would scare me. Hibbs, let's look at Hibbs. Hibbs at 411. I bought it at $3.99. I've been sitting on losses for the last couple of days. So Hibbs, $3.99. Looked like a bad move. Tried to time it. Got my second round in at $3.93. So sitting on gains right there. SPXU is the other one. This is the big boy. 1114, you're sitting at 1133. So BAC, Bank of America, just buy it under 30. Just buy it under 30. I mean, don't day trade this one. This is one the algorithm has you out. I can't imagine. I mean, I'm holding at 29. I'm holding a lot. Hey, don't touch. Just subscribe. Subscribe to this in the newsletter. That's all I care about. And you're welcome. Thank you. Let's do the podcast. Fuck. I'm going to be here forever if I keep appeasing you people. I brought up Ulta. ELF has been good. I saw ELF. And let's be honest, Mickey and Sherry are the only ones in this group who probably wear makeup, so they're the only ones who probably should be buying these stocks. And like, unless Eric, you have a daughter, mother, wife that wears ELF. Again, part of the mantra of me is if you use it, buy the stock. It's a good stock. 102. I mean, look at that. Look at that move. The algorithm underperforms this. If you bought this 2 years ago, you'd be up 300%. The algorithm has you in and out 26 times. Your average win is 15%. It's expensive. It's extended. ELF. But they're growing. I mean, look at that forward PE of 52. It's been good. I mean, look at that 1 year. Look at that. That's crazy. Crazy good. It's an index. What's RUT? Major index membership, RUT. There you go. Yeah, see, Sherry knows. Hey, Sherry, what about Ulta? Ulta was named with the recent ding in stock price, I think 450 is not a bad price for it. I mean, look at that forward PE compared to ELF. ELF's growing, though. I mean, ELF is growing, leaps and bounds above what Ulta is. But I think Ulta... Here's the Ulta chart. I think you get back to that 485. In fact, Ulta may be my buy today. Maybe buying Ulta today. Remember, stay on after the podcast. I'll be doing it's like the Apple Store of beauty. God, Jim Cramer in a helmet in his Ford EV. What a douche. Yeah, I think it's going to at least cover that gap, which, again, isn't that fantastic of a move. It's close to 10%. But if you just get to the 200-day, I mean, I think this is a $500 stock. This could be a Target. This could be a, United Health situation where I've been wrong on those. But United Health, I said get it under 460. I mean, like I said, any reaction in the market's an overreaction. This one, we're seeing some softness. It's personal preference, Sherry. Here's the thing. If you look at Ulta, and I look at a long term, and I go to a weekly, and it depends on your time frame. Look at Ulta. You're still above that 200-day. Do I think that you're coming down here? Absolutely not. Look at all the way back here. And I think 417, there's a reason it bounced off there. An absolute reason it bounced off there. It's not coming down to this gap. The PE is just, I mean, it's 16. It's not a crazy, It's not crazy. But when you go to ELF and you look at their PE right now is 100. Their forward PE based on estimated earnings is 52. They don't have a dividend. Does Ulta have a dividend? I don't think so, but let's see. No, they don't have a dividend either. But with ELF, you're up 334% in 1 year. And when you go and look at a long term of ELF, I mean, it's just going to look like a mountain climber. And so where's the opportunity? ELF is a significantly smaller company than Ulta, and they can grow into this. Ulta, probably more established, a little bit safer, less volatility. I don't know. At 52, I'd probably put my money into Ulta instead of ELF. At 20, I'd probably put my money into ELF, to be honest. It's hard to say which one's better. I think both are doing extremely well. I mean, look at that MACD right there. It hasn't crossed down. It just hasn't crossed down on the weekly. But your RSI is completely oversold. I mean, you're getting into the 85, 90 realm here. And it's still going up. Still has confirmation on the weekly. So which one's better? I don't know. Your boy doesn't wear makeup. And Amazon up 1.79%, gaining back what it got hit with yesterday. So let's start out with SPY. Okay, I'm going to start the podcast because it's 9:41 and I haven't even started this mofo yet. Boom. Let's start recording. Good morning. It's Thursday, June 22nd. I've been playing around on freaking YouTube. It's 9:41 right now. It's late, so I'm going to try and muscle my way through this one. First things first, let's go to the Facebook group because I want to show you and I want to talk to you mofos because, yes, you did a great job in initially rating me. But there's a lot of people out there. I think we're up to like almost 400 ratings on Spotify. But there's a lot of people out there who haven't rated me. Now, Brian, look at that. 5 stars. 5 stars Brian rated me. So I want you to go to Spotify on your phone. And if you haven't rated the show 5 stars, I want you to do it. Brian, unfortunately, looks like he's been using Android, which your boy loves Apple. With this screenshot, it's Android, boo, but I own the stat stock as well. I'm just way more into Apple. I can't believe somebody likes an Android phone, but at least he rated my show 5 stars. So I want you to go to Spotify. I want you to do that. The other thing I want you to do is go to YouTube and hit subscribe. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Doesn't cost you anything. The other place I want you to go is the newsletter, dailystockpick.substack.com. And you can find all of these things on this link tree. It's linktr.ee/dailystockpick. That's simple. linktr.ee/dailystockpick. You can gift me with Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App on this link. All of the socials are up top. You can get $20 off your Visible phone service if you switch, 25% off a TrendSpider if you like it. All of this stuff, it's right there. So rate me, subscribe to all that stuff. Let's get that shit out of the way. Okay, now on to the markets. SPY. I bought Hibbs. I bought Hibbs at $3.99, and then I bought a second lot at $3.93. Looks like I timed the bottom a little bit well. It's at $4.15 today. That was my Tuesday buy. And the reason I did that, I started to see the button hook. This is SPY, HIBS. If you want to get into it, it is a triple levered bear ETF on the S&P. If you wanted to try the bigger one, which actually I did a little comparison here. This is SPXS. That's the bigger one, the more popular one. HIBS is less popular, and it's actually been underperforming SPXS. Boy, say that 10 times. But year to date, SPXS is down 34%. HIBS is down 47%. Now, I am not holding these for a year. This is an absolute trade. Absolute trade. My goal is to get to $4.40. When it gets to $4.40, I will absolutely sell out of this one once it loses its confirmation. I will not sell out just because it gets to $4.40, but I will continually put a stop loss down from $4.40 and get out. Just take my profits. But HBIS is one, and that button hook that you're seeing here where that 9 days moving down, the 21 days moving down, but that 200-day and that 50-day are still moving positive in the S&P. I just see a volume shelf down here at about 429, which we may hit. And then if we don't hit if we lose support on that one, you're going down to 421 on SPY. So that is why I bought HIBS. The other one that I bought, PayPal. I bought 100 shares yesterday at PayPal at $67.50, I believe. I'm losing money now. But I do think that you come back and you cover this gap at some point in time this year. Remember what I say. If you buy good companies with good earnings and good management with good products, they usually come back. This is one where the management is in question, but the most recent decision of the management to actually sell their buy now, pay later portion of their business so that they can actually fund a share buyback, I think that's what moved this from $60 up to $67. I'm not afraid of this one pulling back to 65. I do think that the volume shelf right here at about 64, a little bit concerning that it hasn't hit this 69 and gone up here, but the majority of people are holding up here at 73. And that volume shelf is pulled back to about November of last year where it had a nice little run up. So those are the two reasons that I bought that. Now, yesterday we saw the chips, SOXS, it took a leg up. Here on the 4-hour, we still are in this at $12.21 in the algorithm. Hasn't gotten us out. So I think chips may go down. That, to me, is an interesting one. And I wanted to show you this chart. So what I did was I went to Seeking Alpha, and I looked at the PE. You can hit select metrics right here. Go over to charting, and you can hit select metrics. And I put in the PE. So it's PE GAAP. It's called the GAAP PE, which General Accounting Associated Practices or something. But I wanted to show you. See this line up here? That red line up there? That right there is NVIDIA's PE. It's at 228 right now. You look at it, people complain about the Tesla PE. It's at 80. Netflix is at 46. Meta is at 35. Apple is at 31. Google is at 27. The reason Google is down there is because as we move into AI, the thought is that search is probably at risk. So they're getting a little bit dinged on that. And as even if they were to win the AI race and to keep search, it costs more to search because of the computing power on AI. Even though their in-house AI Bard is unbelievable, and if you haven't used it, absolutely go and use it. But NVIDIA up at that 228, they're going to have to continue to grow to justify that one. That is why today, with this SOXS, if you just want to use it against the entire chip sector, that's one. But NVDS, which is the short on NVIDIA, be very careful with this. Just like TSLQ, we'll talk about shorting Tesla. People have lost billions of dollars betting against these companies. NVDS is 1.5 times bear ETF. It's a daily one. It does have a gap here. This is the gap earnings where you saw this one fall from 1423 down to 1090. Remember, these do not hold value. There is no value in these triple levered ETFs because all they do is trade derivatives on options. That's all they do in order to keep their levered basis. So there is no value in these. These are simply trades. There was a tweet right here from TrendSpider. QQQ, turnaround Thursday. Thursday has been the NASDAQ's best performing day of the week in 2023 by a long shot. 71% win rate, average rate of 0.75 return. Now, the NASDAQ is up 0.03. Everything was in the negative. All of a sudden, we open up, and the NASDAQ is now positive. The S&P is down 0.18. The Dow is down 0.24. It's an interesting one. If the NASDAQ is to go positive today and you're to see that one shoot up, I think you could trade TQQQ. It's got a green candle right now. It opened up at 38.37, got all the way to 39.10. It's at 39.05 right now. I do think 40 is kind of a kind of magical number with TQQQ. So I don't know that I'd necessarily trade this today. Look at that RSI in no man's land at 56. That MACD is kind of crossing down. We did have a cross up of SQQQ the other day. I'd probably stay out of this one. But if you're daring, you want to do that, go and do it. Microsoft, or I'm sorry, let's do Amazon. Yesterday, Amazon was sued by the FTC for their Prime membership issues. They're saying that they dupe customers into signing up for Prime. I don't know what the F is up with this administration, but that FTC is overbearing, to say, like, in mild terms. I mean, between Activision and Microsoft, between this one, they absolutely do not want big tech getting bigger. And that is the reason, by the way, when you look at AI, these guys like Google, like Microsoft, like Apple, like Amazon, all of those guys will spend billions of dollars to actually develop in-house AI. They will give money to ChatGPT and OpenAI. They will give them money in order to, rather than buying them, because there's no way that would ever go through. But here, Amazon, I think anything under 120 is a fantastic buy. I think this one's going back to 130 right now. It is up. It is getting back everything that it lost yesterday with just that thread. We talk about this a lot. The weekly, this is a weekly chart. I said anything about 105, 106. I don't know that you get back there. Amazon's a great company with good products, with good earnings, and good management. The management kind of in question. Andy Jassy took over from Jeff Bezos. Hasn't been as good as Bezos was as far as strategy and things. They hired too much. Amazon does not have a demand problem. They have a cost problem, and they're going to cut it back. They got in the union fight with some people wanting unions. And by the way, ironically, I'm not anti-union, but I'm kind of not pro-union either. There's certain good unions, but the majority of unions are just created by people who are just disgruntled employees, not necessarily doing any good. And I will give you my personal, and this is my personal experience with a union. I was a 16-year-old cashier at an A&P in New Jersey at your grocery store. And I worked maybe about 10 hours a week because I was a high school student. I didn't want to work, 50 hours a week, 40 hours a week. Well, the union basically said, hey, you're going to need to pay us, I think it was $25 a week. And mind you, I was only making maybe $50 a week. I'm sorry, it was $25 a month. And I was making about $200 a month. So they were taking 10% of my actual earnings. I was paying the same price as everybody else. I'm just not, and they did nothing for me. It wasn't like they were protecting my job. What they were doing was fighting against self-checkout at that time. Yeah, fight against self-checkout. Why not, educate your employees, as a union. Let's get some education so that people who are cashiers could actually program the self-checkout. Or fix the self-checkout, or do some type of, other skill level. So I have a problem with unions, and that's the reason. And if you love unions, if you're a union guy, I have no problem with you because there are good unions out there. But Amazon doesn't really need a union in my mind. So Just my thought, but they got caught up in that. And the FTC is now suing them over their Prime membership. I think it's a little bit ridiculous. But yeah. So let's talk about Mara. Lovely Mara. Mara, this is a cryptocurrency miner. And I said yesterday, hey, 1270 is kind of a sticking point. I would probably sell it to 1270. You got this gap right here between 1179. I think if you break 12 today, it's at 1222. It's kind of hovering flat. It's 0.08. It's up just slightly. I think if you break $12 today, I think you take your profits. It could go to 15. I'm not saying that it won't, but with that RSI at 75, with the MACD kind of just flying upwards, I think you take your profits. What worries me about this is when we pull this, when I pull this a little forward, this volume slider, and we pull it back to where the descending triangle actually begins. There's not a lot of volume up here. The majority of the volume is down here at $10. That's why I said $10 is your signal. $10 remains the signal. Again, there hasn't been a lot of volume added at these levels. So I'm slightly concerned at that one. I might take my profits. It depends on how you identified this. Some people have said, hey, Bitcoin's only at $30,000. It went all the way up on almost to $80,000. So Mara could be a $24 stock. If Bitcoin continues to go that way and you see some stuff, yeah. But FYI news, Bitcoin's back at 30,000. Let's talk about, I have a note. Bitcoin back above 30K. BlackRock's new Bitcoin ETF looks positive, and a new exchange backed by big money. Both of those things were huge for crypto. Adam from Facebook wants me to look at TECK. I think this is the decking flooring. This is like the forever decking flooring that you see. Right now, from a algorithm standpoint, it's right at the 200-day. It's gotten you out with a loss. This one, the algorithm underperforms. Performance chart. The algorithm makes you 8.6% with 28% positions. But if you just bought and held 2 years ago, you're up 83%. So the chart doesn't inspire me from a, hey, let's buy it now, just because I do think that, I think anytime you get under this 200-day, I think with a good company like this, you could absolutely get back in. Just matters where you want to get back in. But from a long-term standpoint, look at that weekly. This is COVID back here at $7, and you've still got the momentum forward. You had this golden cross here. There's a lot of volume support level up here, so I'm not worried about it kind of falling back to this level at 30. Let's look at some of my guess is that it's kind of expensive. It is PE at 7, forward PE at 6, not crazy expensive. Income of $2.79 billion. Its market cap is $22 billion. Got a dividend of about 1%. It's up 10% on the year. I mean, this is a new lumber company. I mean, let's talk about it that way. The average target price is $68.59. You're trading at 40. Now, downgrade, National Bank Financial, April. It also got an upgrade from B. Riley to neutral. There hasn't been a price target since September where people were saying 51. I'm not sure of that one. Let's see. No insiders do anything. So am I excited about it? Nah. I mean, do I love the product? Yes. Absolutely love the product. But when you look at basic materials, I mean, the PE, it's not a crazy PE. It's just kind of average, maybe a little bit higher. You can see this PE, Alamos Gold at 37. This PE, Air Products and Chemicals at 21. So if we look at just PE from a bottom up, they're kind of in the middle. The high ones are super high, but the low ones are at 1 or 2. So, Arch Resources, Basic Materials, that's a coal company at 1.94. CN Energy Group. So I'm not particularly in love with this. If you use the product and you love the product and you think other people will, get it. And I do know that they have a ton of orders. I saw their CEO speak. And I do know that they have a ton of orders. Sean from Facebook wants me to look at Endeavor. I think Endeavor's the one. Let me just make sure. I think this is the entertainment company that bought WWF when Vince McMahon looked like a 1960s pedophile magician with his freaking mustache and Grecian formula hair on CNBC. I think this is the one. Let me see. Endeavor operates entertainment sports. Yep, this is the one. Ultimate Fighting Championship, professional bullfighters. Yeah, they've had some insider sales here at about 25, it looks like. Some pretty big. The CEO was selling about, 15 million? For these guys, it's not a lot of money. President sold about 10 million bucks here at 22. So 22 to 25 seems like where they're going to support the stock. It's at 22 today. If you want it at 25, it's down 1% year to date. They are not making money. Their income they lost $182 million. The WWF does make money. So I do know that they make a tremendous amount of money. Their TV ratings are huge. May 1st initiated Guggenheim with a $33 price target. Most of the two from this year have a $30 and $33 price target. So I don't think it's horrible. If you watch the WWE, if you watch Ultimate Fighting, if you watch that stuff, maybe you want to put some money into it. Personally, I'm not backing up the Brinks truck on this one. I think it's a $22 stock that might get to 30. You can see with the hype of buying WWE in April, that's probably what pushed it to 25. I think I'm seeing the double top right here at about 25, 26. So I do think that you're limited as far as your top goes. And if we go long-term, a weekly, it's a newer company, so it doesn't have a 200-day, but the 50 days negative, the 9 days negative, the 21 days negative, and overall, it's just a negative stock. Here back in December of 2021, before last year, it was a $35 stock. I think you've got a cap of 30. So, Sean, hopefully that one works for you. Evan wants me to look at Axon, AXON. They make tasers. On May 11th, JP Morgan said, buy this after the slide of 15%. The taser maker slid 15% on Wednesday. This is from May 11th. On Wednesday, after reporting some disappointing total gross margin figures, even as it otherwise beat analyst expectations. So that was May 11th. That's back here. As far as the algorithm goes, you're in at 195. You're trading at 196. So that 195 happened on May 26th. It's been a month. You're trading at the same price. Am I excited by this? Probably not. If we look at a long term, I think it's had its run, and it's still on its run. The 50-day is still positive. The 200-day is still positive. The 9 and the 21 are just kind of capitulating here at 200. If we go over here and look at FinViz, it's got a market cap of $14 billion. It's in the S&P 500. It's up 17% year to date. The average target price is $241. So I think that would be your top. It's going to have problems getting up over 200. I think it's been shown that getting over to the multiple top here is at 220. So I think that's your cap. I think 10% is your cap. You're 15% below your 52-week high of 229. You're 134% above your 52-week low. So May 11th, they came out JP Morgan, $236 price target. That's when they said, hey, you should buy this when it's 15% down. Now, when it was 15% down, you were down here around 185. It's not horrible. Is that a support? Probably. Am I excited by it? I think it's got a cap. When you look at insiders, they're selling, and the director bought $2 million worth at 190. So I think 190 is your bottom. This guy, a director, this same dude bought $2 million at 200. So I think 190 to 200 is probably your range that you want to get in there if you want to be with the directors. That's where they're going to manage it to. Just watch it, because again, with tasers, I'm not 100% sure that that's a huge business. I think it's easy to get into, and I think they might have some contracts with some police departments and stuff. Tesla was downgraded by the biggest bull on the street, Adam Jonas. And the only reason he downgraded, it's run too much. That's it. Now, I will tell you, it takes cojones, balls of steel, to actually short this one. There has been an enormous amount of people with an enormous amount of money that they have lost on shorting Tesla. If you wanted to go with Adam Jonas and you think that this one's going to pull back to its 200-day of about $200, then TSLQ, I think TSLQ and TSLI, there's a couple of them, but TSLQ is the bear. This one had a cross up here at 33.05. It's got a gap up here at 35. So you could make your 10%. Is it TSLI? TSLS, 1 times share. That's another one. TSLQ, I think, is the biggest one. Yeah, that's all I see. TSLL is the bull, 1.5 share. Long, innovative. Yeah. I see TSLQ as the one you want to trade. Let's look at the other one, TSL. I think it's TSLS, 1 times share. TSLS is a different one. And this one has a cross up too at 2027. And you got the same gap. I mean, they're kind of trading in line. So if you feel like doing it, yeah, might be interesting. Maybe I'll buy that because Tesla has run a lot. And we talked about earlier, we talked about this one with NVIDIA, but look at where Tesla is. I mean, that's no joke that it's up at 80, 76 with its PE. That's extended. So at some point in time, you pull back. Just if you're going to short that one, keep your stop losses tight. For EV drivers, if you know this, Rivian bought a better route planner. Most EV owners know about this. It's an app. I think it's got 8 employees. It's a Swiss company, I think, but Rivian bought it. So Rivian, interesting move by the company to buy a better route planner, which basically enhances their map operation, gives them access to chargers, gives them a complete jump. If you know about mapping in an EV, it's crucial because you need to map to chargers. And I think that's where Rivian was lagging behind Tesla. Tesla will lead you to their chargers with the charging information. A better route planner actually has the information for Tesla chargers through the API. So I think, Rivian said, hey, rather than build it, let's just buy it. So if you are going to short Tesla, remember NVIDIA. I mean, those are the two that I would probably, if you're going to short, buy the ETFs. NVDS. I have a note, NVDS. And speaking of shorting, let's look at Target. Target is one that your boy owns quite a bit of at about $111. It's kind of capitulating here. It's putting in it's kind of, bottom here at about 132, 130, got down to 125 was the low here on June 12th. I think Karens have started to show up and chop back at Target. That's just my personal opinion. But Bud, which is another social media in the crew, this one got an upgrade. And they said, yeah, it's probably time that it gets back. You're up here at 57. This one has been beaten down. I mean, let's look at the weekly on Bud. Their difference is that it's just bad beer. I mean, Target's a good store. Bud's just bad beer. So if you like America, if you like, red-blooded trucks and you like that stuff, buy Bud. It's a good company. I looked up NGL because this is one that congressmen have been buying. And I said, let me look at this one because it's been on quite a run. I mean, you're talking back December, $1.13. You're at $3.93. And all the while, congressmen have been buying this because it's a pipeline company, NGL. They're making money. I don't know do they have a big dividend? I don't think they have a big dividend when I looked at them last night. No, they don't have any dividend. They're losing $73 million, but it's a pipeline company. They will make money with the infrastructure bill and some of the deal that McCarthy just struck with Biden. This is going to do well. And that's why they were buying this one. That's 100% why they were buying this one. It's got a MACD cross down. Here's what I found. I found these Kramer quotes. And it's not just on NGL, but I found these other ones as well. Kramer also said he loves NGL. And I'd be a little bit scared because he said he loves it. He thinks it's one of those logistic companies that just moves fuel. And it does. I mean, they're going to move fuel. He also said he likes GE Healthcare. And when we were looking at HIBs the other day, I said GE Healthcare, I think it does come back up here. It's close to 80. I'd get it under 80. It's at 79.97 right now. I think it's going to make that slow climb and come back up to this 86 level. That's a nice 10% move from 79. So, if you get back up there, I think it's a good move. He says GE Healthcare, screaming buy right now, adding that if there are indeed more elective surgeries, there's going to be more need for MRIs. And GE Healthcare makes the MRI machines. He also brought up Enphase. He said, I happen to think that home solar equipment is here to stay, and you're getting a terrific opportunity to buy this stock at a lower price. I got to admit, I think it's this. I think the same thing, but it still hasn't reached a bottom. And that's my issue. Right now, it's using this 151 probably is the bottom support level here. So if you wanted to buy at 158, I don't think you're doing yourself any disfavor. It has not been at that 200-day since what? $4.60 back here in 2018. If you had the chance to buy this at $4.75, because it was at the 200-day, do you care? Say you bought at 6 and it went back to 4. You lost what, 30%? Do you care about that? Because it's at 158 right now. Say you didn't sell at this 342. This is kind of the same thing. Say you buy at 155 and then all of a sudden it comes down here to 100. It's one of those companies that's good products with good management. And if we go over here to FinViz, you can see it's got $492 million in sales. The PE is a bit stretched. The forward PE is not super stretched. It's not. It's down 40% this year. Look at that channel right there. If you were to put this channel into that, let's just go to a daily. We'll go to a daily. And we'll put that channel that FinViz has in there. And we'll go from the highs down to the lows down there. And we're going to hit 3 on the bottom as well. You're still not down at your bottom. You're only halfway there. So I do see if we pull this support level, this volume back here, back to kind of where the highs really started, you can see we just have no support level down here. None. Let's pull it back here. Let me pull it back a little bit more just so we get some volume down there. We're going to go... I'm going to go back here. We're going to go back to May 2021 when it was selling at about 112. Do we have people holding at 112? Nope. Let me pull it back. It's going to pump me forward, I think. Yeah. It only pulls it back to July of 2021. So are there people holding down here? No, they've sold out. You've got the support level here between 160 and 170. Will more people buy? I think absolutely. I like it too. Let's talk about some of the scans. Finally, an energy name got a cross up. And it's probably losing. It's losing today. Yeah, it's down 0.71. 25.21 was the buy. And that's right where you're trading. On Venom. I call it Venom. It is Viper Energy. VNOM. This has been on a run. If we look at a long term, again, energy names have just been horrible. This one is just kind of putting in capitulation here. Does it have 43 back in the tank? You're going to, like back in 2018? I don't know. I mean, again, energy is getting easier to drill for, but I want to talk about the next two because this was why I bought HIBs. SPXU, it's down a little bit today. Got a cross up here at 1114. Right now, all of the indexes are positive. So I think HIBs is at 408. Yeah, it was at 411. But everything turned positive. I mean, shit. You can't pull this market down. Even Tesla's back to even. So the market is super, super strong, except for materials like Cleveland Cliffs, Boeing, which got has a potential strike with their aero systems, Pan W, completely coming back. PXD, which is energy, down under 200. But SPXU, cross up. At some point in time, these things take off and we get the ding down. SDS, another ultra pro short on the S&P 500. We had 3 cross ups: Viper Energy, SPXU, and SDS. Those are the only 3. So what am I going to buy today? I don't know. I mean, TQQQ might have been the right buy, because that one right now, remember we were looking at it, it was down. It's up 2%. Quick 2% you could have made. Here, it opened at 38.37. You're at 39.55. I think you're screaming past 40. So there's your podcast. Remember, we went over the Linktree, linktr.ee/daily stock pick. Go and rate on Spotify. It's easy. Just do the 5 stars like Brian did. And if you have Visible, if you're upset with your phone service, the second link is Visible. Get $5 off on the Linktree. It's right down there. If you like the charts that I have, buy it. I'm going to trade on YouTube right now. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Have fun. Enjoy. Okay. 34 minutes. And I'm hot as fuck again. God, this room. I got to do something about this room. Export to disk. Enphase under 160. Enphase just hasn't found a bottom. It's funny you brought that up, Joe, because I had it in my notes at the end with Kramer. I mean, those were notes from 615. So Enphase, let's see here. Let's do this. Enphase on 615. There it is, June 15th. Trading at 180. Kramer wins again. Let's see. NGL, let's see, NGL on June 15th. I don't think, honestly, God, I think Kramer's right on that one. NGL on June 15th was at $3.81. It's $3.94 now, kind of turning over. Let's see, GE Healthcare, June 15th. I think this one turned over too. No, it's at 79. Enphase, I think, is good. I mean, Enphase, the problem that you have with Enphase here. The problem that you have with Enphase is it just hasn't found the bottom. And that's the only thing I worry about. But look, at 161, you got out with 6%. You could have gotten out of here with 10% if you wanted to trade short term. Look at that. The RSI is at 27. I think you get back to this gap at 220. At some point in time, you get back to that gap. The only thing with Enphase is that PE of 49. The forward PE is 22. Target price $257. It's a $157 stock, and its target price is $257. I mean, even this Bank of America puts it at underperform with a price target of $169. Piper Sandler, the same freaking week, neutral to overweight with a price target of $255. Somebody's gonna win, but I think Enphase is a good one. In fact, Enphase may be what I buy today, to be honest with you. Let's see. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to go over to YouTube. We're going to upload video. I got to move you boys and girls. Look at how oh, look at this. You are now a YouTube partner. Monetize your videos, shorts, and live streams. Get support via chat or email. Look at that. Thanks, you guys. Thanks. That's awesome. It's only, I think it took a year. And I'm going to go to Canva. Shit, should I do a different one today? Maybe I'll do a different one. God, it kills me that the indices are up this much. How is that possible? I mean, I was thinking about selling at the beginning of the day, but let's do this one. Yeah, thanks, Eric. I thought it was, listen, it's probably not big for a lot of people, and I probably will make all of 10 cents, but what am I going to name this one? Thursday NASDAQ. What did I name the damn live of this one? Let me see. Because it got a bunch of people. Oh. Yeah, why not? We're going to name it. Let's see, we're going to put in and this is the 622 podcast. And hey. No. Penny? No. Stop it. Hey. God, how do I do that? Effects. I just want to make it freaking flat. Thanks, Skeeter. I don't know how much work I actually put in, but it's been good. I don't want effects. Animate position. I want to, no, we're just going to say, oh no, I don't want all that. Okay, we're going to share and then download, and oh, I gotta go to, I'm gonna quit preview. Bum, 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 new episode, browse. It's called Podcast 622. There we go. Transitions. Bum, bum, bum. Let's put in Peacoat. Insert ad. Boom. Then I'm going to go to episodes. Man, it is hot. I'm sweating in here. Oh, I don't want that. We're just going to notes. Why haven't? What? Okay. Oh, it is uploading. Okay. Close that, close that, close that. And processing. Save episode. And we're going to put that in. And we're going to get our notes. And boom. Boom. Copy. Okay, let's see. Wow. Shit's flying. Wow, and the heat map is not that crazy. It's those top names that are holding this market up. Hibbs is putting in a good flat. VWAP is at 411. It's trading at 407. Just so you're aware. Might get that out. Let's see. Let's go to Webull. And yay. See? Somebody just made some good money on Mara. They got out. Let's see, menu, 100 free stocks. Come on, Weeble. Let's go. Copy success. And every day this week, 6, 22, 23. Okay, add insertion. I'm going to take all of this, copy, publish now. Okay. We're going to go back to YouTube. Publish now. Frog. What the hell is frog? Angled brackets. Where do I have angled brackets again? Oh, there it is. I gotta take the angled brackets out. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take that out of. We're gonna take it out of here. Update episode. There we go. Okay. And we're gonna title this 622 pod. I bought PayPal. Okay, we're gonna put in our upload thumbnail. Which one is our upload thumbnail? Copy of copy, there we go. We got a new thumbnail today. Playlists, daily stock pick, recordings. No, it's not. This ain't made for children. Oh, let me see. Did I copy everything? Yep. Next. Publish. We are good. Close, earn. Memberships. Oh, I can charge memberships. Ooh, morning, Zephin. Introducing earning on YouTube. Ooh, I can do memberships. Hold on, I'll take you back. Okay, publish that. Let's go back to, let's go to our big head. We'll go small. We'll go small boy stuff. Down 2.48%. It's kind of, if you got in at 267, it's putting in, I think it's putting in support at 3. And then it reverses 20 for 1. So it's going to be at 60. It's going to be at $60. I wouldn't touch that before the thing. Let me see. I wrote myself a note. Stocks to buy. This is my note. Stocks to buy. Stocks to sell, ironically, 2 days ago. Not really great on the Snowflake one. I probably could have sold it at about 180, but I wasn't feeling it. Pan W, glad I didn't sell, man. See how it has that button hook up here? The algorithm said don't sell. That 9 days just way too far above that 21 day. And look, it's up 5% again today. But it is stretched. It is stretched. That's an all-time high. So, and this is a company that is not making money. I think they will start to turn a profit. Did they make money? 215. Yeah, they did make money. So they're making money now. But Fortinet's really the biggest cybersecurity moneymaker. This is a PE of 375. I mean, here, 375. It's in between. I mean, this is even higher. Let's see. Select symbols. We're gonna put in Pan W. Is this going to fuck it up? Yep. Okay, so let's do Tesla. Let's do Pan W. Let's do Netflix. Microsoft. Amazon screwed it up, so let's do Google. Okay, so we're going to look at these. And we're going to look at year to date. And this is the, not the price return. To select multiple metrics, please select only one symbol. Oh no. Let's do it P. Let's get rid of. Get rid of Netflix. See. PE gap. Update chart. See, Pan W screws this one up too because it's so far up. I mean, it's just so far up. It's kind of like, yeah. Frog. Let me look at Frog. What is Frog? What the hell is Frog, Eric? Jeez, what do you bring up this stuff for, Frog? What the hell is Frog? Hold on. JFrog Limited. Software application. They're losing $91 million. Average target price is 27 and you're trading at 27. They're all selling at 22, 20, 27. Their forward PE is 88. It's up 25% year to date, 40% over 1 year. You're 4% below your 52-week high. I think you're seeing double tops up there. I don't see any reason to get into this. I mean, that gap down there at 20 probably doesn't get hit, but do I think it's coming back here to $60 levels? I don't know. I mean, they made 6 cents per share, 2 cents, 4 cents, 6 cents. If they make 8 cents here, they're doubling their earnings. So I just don't see any reason to get in here. I'd rather wait until they make 8 cents and buy up here at 30, maybe even at 37, thinking that they can get back up to 60. You're just rolling the dice. I don't know what they do. Let's see. Are they cybersecurity? DevOps platform. The company's products includes JFrog Artifactory, a package repository that allows teams and organizations to store, update, and manage their software packages at any scale. Huh. Interesting software. RVLV. Let's look at RVLV. I feel like I talk you guys out of a lot of these. Ooh, this one would have to be a... Now, mind you, Sherry, I don't mind buying undervalued companies, but boy, that's an ugly chart. I mean, here's Pandemic. RVLV. Let's see. What do they do? Consumer cyclical, internet retail. Retail's just been hammered. Average target price is 22. You're trading at 15. They made $50 million. They have a $1.7 billion market cap. Man, I don't see an upgrade here at all. I don't see any insiders. It's a fashion retailer. That PE is high for a fashion retailer. Even down here at 15. You're 4% above your 52-week low, so it's close to its 52-week low. But with that PE, you could still go lower. Because here, if we go internet retail, and we just click on internet retail, remember that PE was 15, I think? Yeah. Here's Revolve at 23. You're one of the higher ones. I mean, here, Baba at 22. Which one do I think is actually Revolve or Baba? I think I'd rather have Baba because, look, Baba I know has some positive stuff working for it. And is Amazon in this group? Let me see. Yeah, there's Amazon. 302 with their PE. Chewy at 310. Melly at 98. I don't want to say no, Sherry, but here's my thing with Baba. I mean, is Baba a better company today than it was in 2016? And I would have to say absolutely. And here, I've said 100 was the buy point in this one. I still think 86 isn't a bad one. So, oh, okay. What am I going to buy? I don't want to force it today. Hold on, I got to let the dog out. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Let's go. I know you didn't poop. Let's go. You have to go out? my barking? Where should I be investing? I got a Robinhood account. Should I keep using it? Read. ELF versus Ulta. I think ELF. Hibbs is back up at 411. Wow. Hold on. So Reed, let me kind of guide you. Robinhood, I bash on Robinhood a lot because I don't think that having fireworks come up is a good trading platform. I personally have Fidelity. I would say at the very least, click on the link tree, go over here, and click on join me and with Webull. Down here, there's a Webull link. I would say Webull has probably the best platform. No, I don't want that. Let me see. Webull. Webull.com. I guess I have to change. Hold on. Let me change this. Because I guess I got to change the damn link. Copy. And let's see. Linktree. Log in. I'll move you over to Active Trader Pro while I log in. Where's the Webull? There we go. I guess it's the same. Okay. Let me move you back. I'm going to log into Webull. Ooh. Look at this, by the way. That's big. We talked about this yesterday. Looks like Webull is putting your uninvested cash to 5%. Get started. I am going to, let me move you back over here. I don't mind you seeing my account. There we go. So here, I think I can show you this. I'll move you back over. Reed, my big thing is the reason you want Webull, they have a web desktop platform. I fight people with this all the time. I don't think you can effectively look at charts on a mobile phone. And while I think Robinhood does it well, I think you really want to look at charts on a computer. And yes, I'm old. But if you're brand new to stocks, I think Webull shows you a great thing. The other thing that I think you should actually look at doing is, and I tell people this all the time, Zip Trader has a great series about when to buy stocks and when to sell stocks. So go to YouTube, go to Zip Trader, and just go to to his channel right here. And then you're going to go to playlists, and you're going to view, view this playlist. And this playlist is amazing. I don't pay attention to the option stuff. 3-bar play, how to trade for beginners. Swing trading, find, evaluate, and trade. He's got a great thing there. How to build stocks watch list in 2019. But start up here. How to make $100 a day swing trading. He lets you know This is, where is it? When to buy stocks, exact point. When to sell stocks, exact point. 13 and 15 in that playlist. Those are they're 11 minutes and 14 minutes. That a half hour of your time. You will learn more about charting in that little half hour than you probably know about. And then you go to Webull. You go to my my link tree. Where's my link tree? Oh. Why did my link tree? Let's see. There. You go to my link tree and let's see. Does this one get you a different? Join me on Webull. You get free shares. I got free shares when I joined Webull. But join Webull. And I think that will get you started. There's a couple of platforms like Webull. Like I said, they have their trading platform right here. Download from Mac or Windows or Linux. One or the other one. Thinkorswim is free. All this stuff is free. Robinhood is just an app on your phone. That's what I don't like about it. So I think that's where you start. But I don't think that, listen, I bash Robinhood, but they're great on getting the retail traders in there. I think ELF, Sherry, like I told you, I think ELF is a roll of the dice, but I don't think it's a bad one. Hibbs is back up at 412. Let's see where Mara is. Ho, 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 ho. Anybody that's still holding Mara? A friend just texted me. She sold Mara at $12.55. I think her buy-in was $9, around that. But the markets have taken a leg down. So let's see where SMMT is. Here's Mara, by the way. We'll go and we'll look at a 5-minute. I got to take the dogs out. And it is 11 o'clock. But here's Mara on the 65-minute. Let's look at it on the 65-minute algo. You're out. It got you out. 22% gain. Wait for Mara to dip under 10. I think you will get back to 10. And I think you're good. Okay, with that, I am out. Read, make sure you subscribe. I'll give you better advice. Feel free to join the private Facebook group. Welcome. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what I'm buying, but I will put it in the newsletter. I'm buying something. I will put what I buy in the newsletter. Okay? The dogs are just waiting to go outside, and it's not raining. So I got to run.